happy 2021. I'm going to find you. Welcome back to my kitchen. I am Chef Jill Holland of A Spoonful of Hope. So let me go to my computer, and there I am. And yay, I'm actually muted today. There's a crazy thought. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys back. Remember to say hi when you pop on. I can only see you when you say hi. So say hi to me. Lots of exciting news. Our Mercy Kitchen for Plates of Plenty is up and running. It's on Mercy Star Court. We are taking volunteers now at that location. That is our production kitchen. So that's all the meals that go out to all the school programs like Head Start and 4C, Boys and Girls Club. It's our Kids Cafe program, all of those meals. So, hi Gail, hi Judy, good to see you. So that Mercy Kitchen, it's up and running. We're so excited. It is a beautiful facility, and because it is so large, we are hoping that once we get 100% moved in, that we will actually be able to double, if not triple, our output to the community with those meals. So that's really, really exciting. So thank you all for your support for that. And I want to thank real quick everybody who watched our last video. And so a big thank you to Gail M, Adelia N, Judy K, Maria S, Judy O, Tony P, Nosa E, Annette N, Carrie W, Christina D, Jane A, Gail K, Shelly H, and Nicole E. Of course, Nicole was our special guest last time, so if you missed that one, it was a lot of fun. We made lots of little appetizers and some cocktails, so go back and watch that. If you've missed any of our videos, you can always go back into the video section of our Facebook page here. You can go onto our website, aspoonfulofhope.org. They have all the videos linked there, and you can find us on YouTube. So yay, we're all over the place. So yay, thank you, thank you. I'm saying thank you a lot because I love you guys. All right, so today, new year, we're going to dive into the bounty of the sea, and we're going to make Frutti de Mar. It is an Italian dish. It translates to fruit of the sea. We're using all kinds of seafood today. So diving in, dive. So we're going to come back here to the stove real quick. We're going to basically spend the whole time here. So of course my trusty cameraman is going to tell me when people pop on and say hello. So make sure to say hello. Hello. All right, so first we're going to take an onion and we're going to dice it. I have cut it in half. I cut the root end off and I cut a little flat edge along the top. If you see the ridges, I think I've gone over this before, but just a quick refresher. See the little lines in the onion that are natural. If you look this way, they all point to the middle. So there's really no reason to cut that flat cut that a lot of people do. You might want to circle around over here, my cameraman, to be able to see better. So I'm going to start by angling my knife. And if you see, I'm angling it towards that center cut. I'm not going to cut all the way down. If you see, there's like about an inch or so. And I'm just going to follow those natural lines of the onion. And as I come up over the top of the onion, I'm straightening my knife. So I'm kind of cutting a little bit of a rainbow. So I'm getting my fingers out of the way on this side. And as I come over, I straightened up top, and now I'm angling the other way, always pointing in to the center, because the natural layers of the onion will come apart. So now I've got all these little fingers I could fry that and have a bloomin' onion. But I'm gonna come this direction and I'm gonna dice it. And now I've got nice, even, consistent cuts. And I only need about half of this, so I can stop there. I'm gonna heat up my pan and we're gonna sweat these first, which means no browning, just kind of a medium to low heat. I'm gonna take a couple big cloves of garlic. Hi Greg, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna cut the little root end off of the garlic because that's not delicious eats. And I'm gonna smash that. You can slice this if you want it to look super pretty and be able to see all those cuts of garlic in your dish. Now there's already garlic and onion in the tomato basil soup, but I just want to add that little bit of kick to it. Just kind of enhance those flavors. So I'm going to mince that up. Okay. And we're going to scoop that in. Be real careful when you're wiping off your knife not to cut yourself. All right. And we're starting to hear a little bit of that sizzle. I don't know if you guys can hear it over there, but Aaron and I can certainly hear it here. So I'm actually going to turn my heat down now because I had it on high just so the pan would heat up a little bit. Mmm, that's such a good smell. That garlic and onion. Yum, 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 yum. So when you're sweating something, it means you're not giving it any brown. You're just using that kind of medium-low heat, and you're waiting for those onions to become a little translucent, get a little bit of clearness to them.
Judy's living in the future. She said, smells great.
Ooh. Judy's got that special talent of smell-o-vision. I like it. All right, so while those are sweating, we're going to take a look at our seafood here. So I have the Patagonia scallops. I've got some mussels, some peeled and deveined shrimp, and I have some calamari. I've got tentacles and the rings. You can use whichever part you want. If you just like rings, just use the rings. I like legs. If you can buy them in like the whole bodies, which actually these were, and just slice them into rings. Make sure your seafood counter cleans them for you and removes the beaks and all that. That's just so much easier than having to deal with that yourself. Because there's some kind of strange things to calamari. The shrimp, I have taken the tails off also, because me personally, I don't like to make a beautiful dish and then have to go digging through it with my hands to peel off the tail of a shrimp. That bugs me. For your mussels, you want to buy them either frozen or live. If you see them open, give them a little pinch, and if they close, then they are still alive. This guy I actually pinched him earlier, and although he looks like he's closing now. Oh, there he goes. Can you see him closing up? He's moving slowly, but now he's almost closed, so he's still alive. All right, so he's a good one. If they don't close, do not use them.
Judy's asking, can you use clams instead of mussels?
You absolutely, and you can use both. My seafood counter was out of clams today, so I did not get clams. But absolutely. So we are going to hit this pan with a little bit of white wine. Kind of deglaze that a little. I got talking about the seafood and I lost track. If you do not want to use wine, you can use a little bit of lemon juice and water. That is perfectly acceptable. All right, so I'm actually going to turn that down because we're gonna keep talking about our seafood. I forgot to get out a example scallop. So if you take a look at your scallops, I cleaned all of these already. There is always like a little tag of, it looks like extra scallop, like your bonus scallop. That is not deliciousness. That is the adductor muscle. That is actually the muscle that opens and closes the shell. And when you cook that muscle, it turns into a rubber band that you just absolutely cannot chew through, like chewing on an eraser or something like that. It is yuck.
Carrie says, hi, Jill.
Hi, Carrie. Welcome, welcome. Now, back to our mussels. I saved one here. So this right here, this is called the beard, okay? And that's actually where they attach to the coral or the dock or wherever they are growing. But you want to pull that out. And all you have to do, watch this, now I'm going to have a pesky one. You have to pull that out. And sometimes it takes a little bit of muscle. Sometimes it takes a lot of muscle. Especially if you've got a nice lively muscle. I'm making puns and I didn't even realize it. So you want to take that off because it's real hairy and fibrous and, again, not deliciousness. All right. So you want to make sure you do that to all of your mussels. And I think I did that to all of these before, but I'm just going to double check. There's a little one. Pop. See, he gave his up easy. There's a little bit. Okay. Just doing a quick check. And those all look good. So actually, when I was sorting these, several of them were open. And like I said, you just give them a little pinch, just doot, and they'll close right back up. If they don't, that animal is dead and you want to not use that muscle because yuck. All right, so we're going to turn our heat all the way up now to high because we are going to saute our shrimp, our calamari, and our scallops. So we want to crank that up. I'll give my hands just a little quick judge. Doesn't that look great? Aaron's refraining from comment. He doesn't like seafood. This one's mine. Oh,
it's more for you.
That's right. Okay, so we're going to give a nice high heat. And I already have a little bit of oil in here, so I don't need to add any more. And I've got that wine. And if you saw, like pretty much all of that wine has cooked off now. And it's just nice and aromatic and fantastic. So we're going to drop our scallops in there. And none of this seafood takes very long to cook at all. You don't want to overcook anything because it's rubbery if you overcook it. So we're going to toss all that in there on that nice high heat. And you'll see those shrimp start to turn pink. And the scallops will turn a little bit opaque. Or translucent, rather. Sorry. one of those directions. Okay, we're just gonna let that sit and get happy. Okay. Yes, the tentacles are moving. It's kind of what they do. It's just the proteins in the legs. Okay, we're gonna let that, just move that around just a little bit. Let it sit for another few seconds. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper to this.
Is there a particular order you're adding these seafoods? These different things in?
These I just did them all kind of together. I am saving the mussels for last. I gotta get over here, sorry. Because they take kind of the shortest amount of time. So just a little salt. A little pepper. And now I'm going to hit the pan with a little bit more white wine. And now I'm going to add my mussels. Okay. And I'm going to put a lid on it. You put a lid on it. Okay, so that's going to steam those mussels. And they're going to open up. And they're going to get all pretty and wonderful and delicious. So while that is happening, I want to tell you, I want to tease you guys a little bit. We have something really fun for Valentine's Day. So we are going to be selling our classic shortbread cookies, heart shaped. So you can get little gift bags, baskets, gift sets with your heart-shaped cookie for your Valentine. Makes for nice little teacher gifts or neighbor gifts or whatever, whoever you love or really just like a lot. So we're going to be selling them in baskets of a dozen or sets of 3, or you can get them individually. We'll still have our classic round available, but we've got that. Those heart-shaped cookies, aren't those pretty? They're so cute. I like them. Maria, hi! I didn't see you pop on. Yay, Maria's here. All right, so you can kind of peek through, and you can see that the mussels are opening up. I don't know, can you see it on there?
Not too well.
Not too well? All right, you'll see that in
you
just
can kind of
a
see,
moment.
like there's one there you can see is opening.
Okay.
Kind of.
Well,
yeah.
what we're going to do, because they're opening up now, we're actually going to add our soup for good. Our tomato basil soup for good. So we're going to open this up. It's going to be a big poof of steam, so don't steam your face. You see how open those are now? Yay! All right, so we're going to pour that in. And that's about half a jar, so about 8 ounces. Mix that up. And we're going to let that incorporate real well. And I'm going to leave the cover off now because I actually want that soup to reduce some. And thicken up. And then in just a second, I cooked up some spaghetti noodles. You can serve this over angel hair. If you are gluten-free, you can put it over spaghetti squash. That would be really yummy. So there's all kinds of different possibilities there. So we're going to let that boil just a little bit or simmer and kind of thicken up just a little and kind of infuse into that yummy, yummy goodness. What other exciting things do I have to tell you? I'm gonna peek at my list over here. So, we have some fun things coming up in March that's pretty much all I can tell you. So we're gonna chop some parsley. So we're gonna take a little bit of parsley, and I'm gonna get a nice basil leaf in here too, to add just a little bit more basil. Alright, scooch that back. Try not to knock everything over in my kitchen. And that looks so pretty. All right. So there's nothing quite like just a little bit of fresh parsley and fresh basil. And you don't need a lot. It's not the 1980s. We're not going to put a whole tree on the side of our plate. And give that a quick little chop. And then our basil, we're going to chiffonade, which means we're going to roll it in that little cigar roll and then cut it super, super thin ribbons. There we go. Pretty, pretty. Look how nice that looks. Okay, so we're going to add our spaghetti now. Just dump it in there. And I had pre-cooked that and put a little bit of oil on it so it doesn't stick together.
Stop everything.
Stop everything.
Gail says, nice camera work, Aaron.
Oh!
Thank you, Gail.
Yay! Total props to the cameraman. That was a stop everything moment. Heck yeah. All right. Look how yummy. Yummy, yummy. And you can undercook the pasta just a little bit. And when you toss it in here to heat up, it's going to cook it just a little bit more. And the starch from the pasta is going to release into that sauce, and it's going to thicken up your sauce a little bit more too. So yay for that. All right, so get this. And then I'm going to put our beautiful heart shapes over here.
Judy would like to know, what wine do you suggest to serve with this?
Ah, Miss Judy must have seen the bottle of wine in the background. Because you put white wine in it, you can use whatever white wine you happen to put in it. Since it is a red sauce, you can use a red wine. I personally have a red wine ready to go. That is just kind of one of my go-to red wines. It's a Pothic Red. They don't pay me to say that. All right, let's get a bowl. Come over here. Load up on pasta and seafood. Let's get this giant bowl. There we go. And we can't leave all that yummy goodness in the pot. Get a rubber spatula and get all that out. These rubber spatulas were designed to get your pot or your bowl clean, so it's one of the best tools in the kitchen. Look at that. All right, and we've got our parsley and our basil over here, so we're going to sprinkle that on top. And then we're going to hit it with just a little bit of cheese. I happen to have Asiago cheese right now. You could use a little Parmesan, You could use a little bit of, it just went out of my head. The Parmigiano Reggiano, the Asiago, I don't know. Use some delicious cheese. That's like a nice, hard, salty, really salty cheese. I'm sure I'll think of it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll text you all. Look how pretty that is. And then, yes, Judy, we need our glass of wine with it. Eddie and Sandy. Okay, Sandy, I never would have attempted this dish. Too intimidating. After watching you, really I can read. I'm definitely going to try it. Thank you. First time here? Well, thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, Sandy. Hi, Katrina. She made it just in time. Yay. So fantastic. Sandy, I'm so excited that you're going to try this. It really is easy. And by all means, get that soup for good. You can check out our website, aspoonfulofhope.org. Remember, that's 2 L's because it's a spoonful of hope.org. And we're going to be putting this recipe up real soon. We are going to, but you can also do a store locator and find out if you're local here in Central Florida, you can find out where you can pick up any and all of our products. On the map, it shows, like it will tell you what that store carries, if they just carry the soup, if they just carry the honey, if they carry honey, soup, and cookies, whatever they carry, it's listed on there. Or you can order directly from the website. You can order for delivery, shipping, or you can come pick it up at Second Harvest. So whatever method you want to use to pick up your tomato basil soup, your 3 flavors of honey, your cookies, either round or heart-shaped for Valentine's. Those are going up on the website really, really soon. And if you want to pre-order, just put a little note. Don't forget, if you order from the website, use the code Facebook10. You get a 10% discount on your entire purchase. So I'm going to take a taste of this right now because, I'm going to get some, look, I got the octopus, or the squid, not the octopus. Look, and that, because we thickened up that sauce, that soup with the sauce, it's sticking to it. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And now I'm going to get shrimp because I am crazy for seafood. It's just that simple, guys. Now, it's really, really good. If you want to throw in like a little bit of diced, like canned diced tomatoes to just give it a little bit more of a marinara feel, you feel free to do that. That's fine. I used to work for a gentleman who is Sicilian, straight from Sicily, and amazing, amazing, amazing chef. And he made the best Frutti de Mare. And I was so hesitant to try any Frutti de Mare after Pinot spoiled me. But I'm telling you, this Pinot, you moved away, so now I have to make it this way. And this is fantastic, guys. Thank you for joining me. We love you. We miss you. I am not going to shove a big piece of something into my mouth right before I sign off. So we love you, miss you. Be safe, guys. Wash your hands. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.